Plan B, reconciliation. President Obama didn't always think, though, that it was a good idea.
That we've got to break out of what I call the sort of 50+1 pattern of presidential politics. Maybe you eke out a victory of 50+1, but you can't govern. You know, you get Air Force One. I mean, there are a lot of nice perks to being president, but you can't deliver on health. We're not going to pass universal health care with a 50+1 strategy.
Senator Lindsey Graham is fired up a bit about the filibuster. He joins us live. Before we even get to filibuster, tell me how this is going to play out.
Well, one, where did that guy go? I like that guy. That's the guy that ran for office.
What a difference
Social
the majority
Security got 77 votes. Medicare got 68. The Voting Rights Act got 77. No Child Left Behind got 91. And these things hadn't been repealed, so he was right then. But let me tell you what's going to happen. This is really a game, who's the dumbest Democrat in Washington?
That's the game. Who's the dumbest Democrat in Washington?
Here's the way the game plays out. The Senate passed a health care bill that a lot of people in the House don't like. Bart Stupak doesn't like the abortion language in the Senate because it leads to taxpayer-funded abortion. He's threatened to vote against the Senate bill in the House. If you change one word of the Senate bill in the House, it comes back to the Senate and they don't have 60 votes. So they got to swallow hard.
Because of Scott Brown.
Yeah, because of Scott Brown and the rest of us and the American people. Scott Brown just represents where most people are at. So the big problem you got in the Senate is the American people. The big problem you got in the House is the American people. Play this game out. The Senate put a tax on Cadillac plans. All the union guys in the House, Democrats, are saying to their union members, we're not going to accept that. We raise money to pay for the bill by taxing the rich, anybody that made over $250,000. Their House bill got changed in the Senate. The Senate decided to tax health care plans that a lot of union members have. They got to pass the bill. As written by the Senate, word for word. The president signs it, everybody says yay, and House Democrats have to assume that their Democratic colleagues in the Senate, through reconciliation, are going to change the bill.
After it's a law.
After it's a law, and they didn't agree with the first bill to begin with. Who's the dumbest guy in town? The senator who rejected the House bill to begin with, who votes to change it back to the way they didn't like, or the House guy that votes to send it to the Senate, hoping the Senate will change it? If I were a House Democrat, I'd want 50 Democratic senators promising me they would change the bill the way I want it through reconciliation before I swallow the Senate bill.
So it looks, from your description, the Democrats in the House are being hung out to dry if they think that the senator's going to change it according to how they like it.
They better assume, they better make sure the Senate changes it, because they're lying to their union friends. They're telling their union friends, we're going to take...
Don't worry.
Huh?
Don't worry.
Don't worry. The Senate's going to take care of you. I live in the Senate. Good luck with that idea. And why would a Democratic senator, after the bill becomes law, their bill, the one they like, why would they change it to please a House guy?
So what in the world would convince...
Obama wins. House Democrats lose. He gets to sign a bill. They all lose in the end because it cuts Medicare by $500 billion and raises taxes by $500 billion. There's no way they win, no matter how you do this. But the House Democrats are going to become the biggest chump in Washington.
So is there anything that Speaker Pelosi can do to convince her Democrats that she can convince Harry Reid and the Senate to go her way?
What would you do if you're a House Democrat and you thought that the way the Senate constructed the bill was bad for your union members in terms of taxing their health care plans? Wouldn't you want the Senate in writing to promise you once the bill becomes law you would change it?
Has that ever been done?
Well, nobody. The reason that we don't know how to do this, no one's been dumb enough to do this. No one's been dumb enough to take a bill that the American people hate, jam it down their throat anyway. Nobody's been brazen enough to take $300 billion of liability, the doctor fix you just talked about.
Wait, can you justify...
People went to jail in Enron for doing this.
Yeah, is there any reason to put the doctor fix on the jobs and not on the health care bill?
No, it's just a game. It's like Enron. They took liability off the books to make the books look better. The true cost of health care has to include the doctor fix. They put it on the jobs bill, hoping everybody in America is stupid. Well, people in America are not that stupid. They understood that this bill is bad for their family, bad for the country, and there's a better way to do it. You don't want to raise taxes and cut Medicare with an economy like this. So the House is going to have to pass the Senate bill word for word and hope the Democratic Senate will change it to save their bacon. Good luck.
Senator, thank you, sir.
God bless.
Next, in your